to a white neighborhood and now she's going viral. What possibly happened? Did she realize that white neighborhoods are the greatest place in the country? Like, I'll be real. How many times have you ever said, oh man, my neighborhood was so good until all these whites moved in? You've never heard that in your entire life. And why do so many of these people who hate white people say, I just really want to move into a white neighborhood? Well, let's see what happened to Shaniqua here.
Percent white town, white community, and it's quiet, it's clean, it's peaceful, ain't no interruptions, disturbances, or discrepancies.
This black woman moved to a majority white neighborhood and now she says her life is better. Guess what? The internet doesn't like it. She's getting a ton of hate for saying this. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's be completely honest. What bad things happen in white neighborhoods? What happens? Hey, how do you do? You okay if I borrow a cup of sugar? What a lovely day we're having. Hey, kids, get out of that street. There's traffic coming. Nothing. They're all just nice, kind individuals who, to be honest, want to be left alone. Sure, their food might be a little bit under-seasoned. Maybe they cheat. But other than that, nothing really bad happens. Listen, man, when I lived in a majority Mexican neighborhood, MS-13, through the fucking streets, I had a knife put up to my fucking throat. Black people, a black neighborhood, man, when I lived in a black neighborhood, it was like a fucking battle royale, brother. It was like a battle royale. I remember when I lived in El Paso, Texas, at night, there'd be a joke amongst citizens where when you look over the town and you would see all the lights, they would say, those actually aren't lights. Those are actually just the gunshots. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Indian neighborhoods aren't really that bad. They just smell weird.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please
Do I need one of those intro songs? Am I hip enough to have one of these?
consider liking and subscribing. Today we're gonna have an uncomfortable conversation, okay? Because this black woman is going viral for having moved across the country to a predominantly white neighborhood, and she's saying, you know what? Living in a white neighborhood as a black woman is better than anywhere I've lived before. Let's talk about it. Now we're gonna get into her first video that sparked all this controversy and ended up going viral, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Now, y'all know I've been talking about leaving the East Coast, which I did, and now I'm over here on the West Coast. And I'm going to tell you what's...
In case you don't know, the majority of black people in our population are focused around the southeast section of the United States. So yeah, this does follow the track record of the majority of black people do live in the east and southeast.
crazy. There are hardly no black people over here. There's only 2 black people in my whole development. And I've only seen 1 black person, and that he works at Publix. I'm in a 99% white town, white community, and it's quiet, it's clean, it's peaceful, ain't no interruptions, disturbances, or discrepancies. Why in the hell can't we be like that in the black neighborhood?
Damn.
It's a shame we have to move to the other side of the world just to get and be and live the way life was meant to be.
I love white neighborhoods because everybody just leaves each other alone and it's just nice and it's quiet. There ain't anybody playing their boom boxes in the street. I don't see nobody with their pants sagging. I don't see nobody casually carrying around knives. It's just white kids with their white men with their white wives and their white kids, and they're like at the park being pushed in a swing, like pushing their 4-wheeler. You know? It's nice.
And that's sad. And I've never lived around white people before, and I got to actually say, it's very pleasurable.
It is quite pleasurable. I know, it is quite nice, isn't it?
And I've got to say, it is very pleasurable. Now, a lot of people are going to get upset about this because they're going to deem her to be racist. They're going to call her a race traitor, for leaving her neighborhood and moving to a white one and actually being happier there. But is she right? That's the question. Obviously. Was she leading a different life in a black neighborhood and one that is completely disappeared now that she's in a white neighborhood? Let's answer the question. First and foremost, let me say, not all black people are acting up. Not all black people are contributing to the black fatigue that many feel in our society.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you think it's all black people, if you think it's all Mexican people, you're absolutely fucking wrong. You're absolutely fucking wrong. There is never a scenario where it's all of this or all of that. But it's interesting to talk about the examples that we do have.
Right now, not all
as well as the statistics that back up who is more likely to.
Black people are the ones that are getting in brawls at the Carnival Cruise or beating up people at the Wendy's or...
Yeah, you can say more likely to, but you can't say all of them are. And I think that's the difference between people who are informed versus just actual retard racist.
Starting fights at Waffle House. But there is a particular issue within the Black community, if that's even what we want to call it, with these particular problems. And I think that's what she's speaking to. And now that she's moved to a white neighborhood, she's looking around and going, I don't see any of that behavior taking place because it really wouldn't be tolerated. It's okay to acknowledge these things. It's okay to point out that there are problems, and it's okay to not...
Oh, bro, this is the one thing that sucks about white neighborhoods. The HOAs, the homeowners associations, are up your ass. Bro, I got charged $40 for bringing back in my trash bin a day late. But on the other hand, I'm glad because if we all play by these rules, everything is better for everybody. So while it is a pain in the ass, if I just do what I'm supposed to do, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I try to remember, even though these rules annoy me, everybody's playing by them, and it does make our neighborhood a better place.
Want to live with those issues. If you're living in a neighborhood that is consistently loud, where people are getting in fights, where people are part of gangs, where you're going to the grocery store and everything is locked up, where there's no trust and there's a lot of risk just being out in your community, it's okay to not want to be there anymore. You are not a race traitor for calling that out. And that, in fact, would imply that all Black people just accept this and act this way and are a part of this sort of behavior. It's okay to want more for yourself. It's okay to actually take more for yourself, which is what she's doing. But of course, she's getting hate for having moved to a white neighborhood, for having made this statement, but she's not letting it go. She's responding. Let's watch her next video.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's a shame how many Black people are coming in my box talking to me because I am actually happy that I am living in a neighborhood that is clean, beautiful, clear.
It's just a normal neighborhood. It's literally just a normal neighborhood for us whites, and she's talking about it like it's paradise. That's hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That what this woman must have endured is so funny.
Quiet. And it just so happened to be around nothing but white people. And I got Black people trying to make me feel bad because I wanted to raise my son in an environment where I don't want him thinking smoking crack and being a prostitute and then keeping your neighborhood dirty and riding around disturbing the peace and with your pants up under your ass and you walk around wearing bunnies and being a bunch of dirty foot whores and your fat ass kids is normal. Look at my son. Look at my child.
He can swim!
My child is living a life, and you think I'm wrong for that?
I know I don't. And you know what? I get how her tone is going to piss a lot of people off, but is she wrong? And in her doing something about it, she's actually doing something for her family. She's breaking generational curses, as many call them, generational trauma, and actually placing her son in a better environment. And that's what she speaks to at the end of the video. I think so often when we're having conversations about race, Black people, there is this prevailing narrative that Black people are always set aside. They're always put down, and it's by the white man and the system and the oppressor, and they have generational trauma that they're carrying through just decades and decades and decades of this existence and this narrative, when in reality, you can take it upon yourself to break a lot of the generational curses that you are facing, and that's what this woman is doing, not only for herself, but for her son as well. And if that means looking around your community and going, you know what, this is not good enough, and moving to a white neighborhood, then so be it. And you know what? I bet none of these white people care that she is in the neighborhood. I bet they are welcoming her as a neighbor. I bet they are welcoming her son.
Well, I will say this. Do you think they were all there before she got there and then they all left? What if like all these seats were filled? They're like, oh God, Oh God, we've been invaded. Guys, we need to move. We need to move.
Her son, and clearly they are making her feel like she made the right decision. Alongside the prevailing narrative that Black people are consistently oppressed by the system and the white man is that every single white person is evil, that you shouldn't be around them, that they're constantly judging you, that they're constantly trying to hold you down. But look, she's a testament to the opposite. I actually came across a video the other day of a Black woman saying she would rather be in a neighborhood of Crips and Bloods than be around white people. And let me pull up the receipts.
I 100% feel more comfortable being around a group of Crips and Bloods and whoever the hell else than I would around a group of white people.
You'd rather hang out with violent criminals than hang out with Tim from accounting. Okay. Well, please do. Hey, the government should relocate her to a lower income neighborhood so her wish can be a reality. I would love that.
All right. Let me get this straight. You would rather be around a group of rival gangs of Black people, probably experiencing Black on Black crime, drug trafficking, prostitution, all of these different things. You'd rather be in that community and in that environment than around a group of white people. And why? All because of a narrative, not because of reality. Because if we look at the numbers, if we look at the crime stats, if we look at the impact on Black people in the Black community, white people are not your problem. Crips and Bloods most definitely are.
Yep.
And that's another angle on this. As much as some Black people want to complain that it's the system keeping them down, it's the system making their communities look like this. That's why things are locked up. That's why people are stealing. That's why people are fighting. That's why people are joining gangs. A lot of this is self-imprisonment due to mindset. And it is going to take a lot to make the Black neighborhoods that the lady is talking about in the original video I showed you look different. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of teaching, a lot of stepping out of self-imprisonment to make those communities reflect the same nature as the white community that she moved into. But it has nothing to do with skin color and everything to do with mindset.
True.
There are white people with that mindset, Asians, Hispanics, you name it. But can we also acknowledge the fact that it is a particular problem within the Black community? Can we say that out loud? And it's going to take much more than a conversation to fix it. Parenting has to change. Schooling has to change. People have to want better for themselves first.
Also, white people need to stop being pussies, and we need to say it too. Because right now, it's only the Blacks talking about the Blacks, because anybody else who says it gets f***ing killed. We all need to come together and say, okay, something happened with the integration of these people into our society. How can we help them fix this so we can make our lives for everybody better?
First, people have to start working
But people are pussies, and they say, well, actually saying that's really racist. Actually, it's just not.
within their own communities to demand better, or leaving when they know they can't. You guys know that I'm friends with police officers that do a ton of work with at-risk kids who are in neighborhoods like these, and it is a multi-generational problem. As I said, it gets down to parenting and schooling and exposure to a world that could be different from the world that they're living in. Some people don't even know they should want more. And when they do finally make the realization that they want more and they start to move in that direction, they're often held down by the members of their community who are telling them that they shouldn't have these desires, just like the lady in the video. But she's not stepping off these people's necks, okay? She had one more update video. I have to show it to you guys.
And another thing, you think I'm gonna let y'all broke down Tonka truck minded motherfuckers make me feel bad for wanting to live better? You think I'm gonna let you got
Tonka truck minded motherfuckers? Her life is much more pleasurable now.
foot draggers, got under brain developed motherfuckers make me feel bad for wanting to have peace in my life? If you want to keep your saggy pant bunny wearing in the fucking hood, acting like a bunch of mindless buffoons, and keep your mother there, because the world that live like this want y'all to stay over there.
Yeah.
So don't with me because I want that little boy back there under the water having a good time happy. Are you fucking nuts? And that's the problem, because a lot of black people think that living like that is normal. I'm here to tell you, the ghettos are not normal.
Nope.
Living like that is not normal.
Nope.
That lets me know you got a...
As a guy who has lived in 3 ghettos, it was literally like hot dropping Tomato Town every time I was going to the school bus. Do you know how fucking scary it is being the token white boy in a all black, all Mexican neighborhood. Separate, by the way. All black or all Mexican. It was horrifying. I was known as that cracker-ass white boy or that punk-ass white boy for like 8 years of my life. You know how scary it is when you're a 6th grader and the senior in high school, Jose, part of the MS-13 gang, is holding you up to a wall with a knife against your throat saying, give me a reason not to kill you. And that not even being an extreme scenario where that type of bullying and harassment and physical assault was never ending. I would like to let you know, my best friend during that time, his name was Sean. I'll give you his full name. His full name was Sean Michaels Nichols. He was my best friend. And he talked to me like I was normal. He was mixed. I will say that. He was mixed. And we would play Yu-Gi-Oh! All the time. He was about 3 or 4 years older than me. Since I left and I was the only friend he was comfortable with, he has been in prison ever since. I don't know why. I heard rumors that after I left, he joined a gang. He did something. He's been in prison ever since. And I've never heard from him ever again. So, Sean, or your mother, Nancy, if you are out there, find some way to contact me because I would love to know what the fuck happened to y'all. And thank you for taking care of me when I was a younger kid. I appreciate y'all a lot. And also Janaea, I also thought she was really hot. I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid. So anyways, it was dope when I was at your house and then she would just walk around in her underwear. That was dope. But anyways, yeah, yo, hit me up, Sean or Nancy. I would love to know what happened to you guys.
Mental arrested development and you need help and prayer. Message.
Did she stutter? I don't think so. Good on her for wanting more for herself. Good on her for going out and achieving that for not only her, but her son. And to the people online that are coming after her, I have to think they're members of like a few groups. One, Black people that are stuck in their ways, stuck in the cycle and want her to be stuck too. And shame on you for that. Although some do not know better, and what woke leftists who have been trained to think that Black people can do no wrong because they've been held down for so long, and in their brains and in their minds, they think that this behavior is just the outcome of a system that has made people act in this way. Give me a break. It is one thing to not know better. That's one situation. It's another thing to know better and to make excuses for people and to shame those who do better. And until we say that.
Facts! Good shit, girl. This channel is fucking amazing. Amala and Ponobi. Great fucking video. Hopefully I can spread the message that you're trying to send here. And yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to her as well. It was an amazing video.